you. I'm excited. Krystal, are you excited about our next guest?
Of course.
You've been chatting about this segment all week.
Yes, I have nothing but respect for this next guest. She is an amazing vocalist, musician, songwriter, an all-around badass. That's what I like to call her. Please welcome to the show the singing granny, the one and only Connie Brannock. Hey, Connie.
Hi, how are y'all doing? That was a great segment with Karen. I enjoyed it.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
We're so glad. That's what we're hoping. We're hoping people get that like restorative energy watching the show and then just get their butts kicked with Connie's vocals. That's what we're hoping for tonight.
Yes.
All right.
That's what we want. Did you get a little bit of exhaling going on during Karen's segment?
Well, I was keeping track and you missed 3 exhales when she was taking you in the meditation.
But we were in the meditation. So does that mean we get to do the extras right now?
4. Here we go.
All right, here we go. We're taking 4. I might as well just finish this whole cup, honestly.
Oh, I'm trying to save.
There you go.
You always take it down. I love it. Well, thank you for telling us the tally so that we can get caught back up, Connie. We really appreciate that. Now, you have a few nicknames. I mentioned you're the singing granny, but you're also known as Big Mama. So how did that nickname come about?
Well, when I was in the National Guard, one of my favorite things that we used to do was we'd run these leadership camps for kids from at-risk neighborhoods, and we could take the kids up for 3 nights up in Prescott or Flagstaff who would normally not be able to afford that, and it was paid for through the drug demand reduction money. And we took a little boy, and some of these kids had never been anywhere, and we took a little boy, and I was in charge of the camp, and we're in line to get our chow at the camp, and he turns around and he looks at me and he goes, "May I call you Big Mama?" And I'm like, "I would love it if you'd call me Big Mama." Well, it got back to some of the soldiers that, see, I had that job during the week, and then of course you have your role that you play when you deploy. And I've been in transportation units most of my career, and so my platoon, I was platoon sergeant at the time, found out about it, and so everyone started calling me Big Mama, and it stuck. And now my bandmates call me Big Mama. And then every now and again, I'll have some man who really knows how to talk to a woman, and he'll say,
"Oh,
you can't possibly, how did you get the name Big Mama? Because you're not big."
Wait, Krystal, say it in your Alexa voice. You're not big.
Big Mama."
Oh, my Lord. I loved it when she was talking about exhaling and your stomach was relaxed and open, because I could just say that from now on. Whenever my stomach is an issue, I call it my pony keg, because I'll never get a 6-pack at this stage.
That's great.
I used to have a yoga teacher that I would go to in college who said, "I have a 6-pack under this keg." Okay, for the record, there is one under there. You just can't see it.
There you go.
I'm like, true that.
I love it.
I love talking about nicknames, though, because I feel like there's nicknames that are given to you that really just stick. And Connie, you had a nickname in the Army National Guard. You actually retired from the Guard as Command Sergeant Major. I first off want to say thank you for your service. It is so much appreciated. And I think I speak for our viewers and people who are listening, and Krystal herself, that we are grateful for you. But let's get back to that nickname. What was that nickname that you had in basic training?
Oh, my heavens. Well, I had a midlife crisis and decided that I would join the Army so I could finish my degree, because I wanted to be a teacher, and I didn't have a stitch of money. I had actually had a recording contract with MCA Records that didn't amount to anything. I mean, I made one little demo, and it got distributed from the A&R director's office to the coffee break area like a Frisbee. That was it. And I got frustrated with my career and And one thing led to another. And I says, midlife crisis, I'm signing up. So I go into basic training 19 days shy of my 35th birthday. I'm older than everybody except the first sergeant. And I'm thrilled because I've always enjoyed exercising. And so I'm getting paid to get up in the morning and run and sing. And then they give me a free breakfast. I mean, what's there not to love about that? So these younger drill sergeants just couldn't believe that this thinking of me as old, that I could run like I could run. And I knew I could have breakfast, so of course I could run. And I could run like the wind. And so they called me the Running Wrinkle.
I wasn't ready for that.
I'll take it.
That's horrible.
The Running Wrinkle.
Horrible.
Here comes the
Wow.
Running Wrinkle, they would say. Oh my gosh. Yep.
I love that.
That's a terrible nickname. How dare they say that? I'm 38. Okay. Everybody always asks me and I never tell anybody because black don't crack. I'm 38. I can't believe I told you at 35 that you were the Running Wrinkle. How dare they? Oh my God. That's fantastic though.
Yeah, it is. But I don't have your skin. I mean, look at this skin. Look at her, Krystal. Look at her skin.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
Her
you
and I have this conversation often.
The lighting.
Both of
No.
you.
No.
I had a young man try to pick me up once when I was about 36 in
Tell
a
us
dark
more.
bar. And I said, honey, I could pull your eyelashes up with the wrinkles in my forehead. I said, I'm way too old for you. It runs in the family.
Oh my God.
You are killing me. That is fantastic. Oh my God. So, okay. So you had this record contract with MCA Records, but you won Stroh's Superstar Talent Search in 1986. What was that about? Tell us about that. That sounds awesome.
Oh, honey, it was like the predecessor to American Idol, and it was a little contest it was a national contest. It was like really the closest thing. And I don't know how on earth I possibly could have won that thing because I wrote a reggae song and on a little Poly 800, and it featured a trombone solo. That was my first instrument, was trombone. Now I didn't play the trombone. I had a trombone player who was Salt Lake's equivalent of Rob Boone. He was the go-to trombone guy. And he played a beautiful solo on it. So I entered this crazy song called The Beauty and the Beast of Time. The lyrics I'm very proud of the lyrics, and it's just about life. And I'll be darned if it didn't get picked in Utah. And so the Rhythm Method played. That was my band, Connie and the Rhythm Method. And I had written some other songs, and we learned them. And we had to go to Los Angeles, and so because we won the state, and then the song actually won the Southwest. I don't know how, because it was just such a strange genre. And then we went and played at the Hollywood Palace, and because they were paying for the entire band, I took everybody I knew, and I took a bagpipe player, backup singers, the horn section, because it was my chance to give back to everybody in the community. So everybody, my hairdresser came, everybody came. And we played at the Hollywood Palace, and we ended up winning the contest. So that's how I ended up with the MCA recording contract. They wouldn't sign me. They would only sign me. And that was like, that was heartbreaking to me.
Yeah, that is hard.
It was hard. And so needless to say, and then I went to Minneapolis to work with a talent agency, and then I went to Atlanta, was recruited I was going to work with the SOS band. They were going to produce a record for me, and or a single for MCA. And then their lead singer passed away, and they were kind of in chaos. And it was in Atlanta that I signed up for I joined basic training, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was the best thing I could ever have done for myself. And I'm glad I walked away, because what had happened was, for me, music is about love. And it had gotten to the point with the business and my inability to make good decisions where I wasn't in love with it anymore. So I just basically threw all of my video, everything away, and became the best soldier I could be, finished my degree, and
That's great.
had a great career. And then I started.
Completely.
Yeah. It sounds like you did exactly what you wanted, honestly. And that's what everybody should be able to do in their life, is exactly what they want. So let's start from the MCA Records contract, right? And now this current project that you're working on, it's a children's album. It's called The Desert Rat Pack. Where did this idea come from? And I want to know more about it.
Oh, well, great. Well, when the pandemic hit, okay, so there's the pandemic. So there's me and my wife trapped in a 900 square foot apartment for 6 weeks. And then there's one place to escape, and that's with this in the bedroom. So I started to really dive into playing this, and I love mountain biking, and I love hiking. I love the outdoors. And I just started writing children's songs. I've got like Scotty the Scorpion and Gilberto the Gopher Snake, and Humming Butterfly, and Hazel the Javelina, the Little Cactus. There was a little cactus with a great big heart. It's about the night blooming cereus. It's a cactus.
Oh.
It's a song about the night blooming cereus. And I thought this would be a nice way to teach kids about the desert and just personify and express how much I love, And then I'm working with Mike Levy, who's an amazing producer and musician. And so I write the songs on this and I sing it and send it over to him. And then the arrangements have sort of they're coming out with a little bit of a jazz. It's like folk jazz.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it'd be nice to do call it the Desert Rat Pack. And my goal is to do a companion book, and I'd like to have either different artists. I'd like to be able to get like high school kids. I'd like to get kids to do the illustrations if I could.
That'd be great. That'd be really great.
If I'm looking into writing a grant, and then I just would love to have it be like part of the offering at the Desert Museum or that sort of thing. So it's really fun, and I do love kids, and I would love to. I taught school for 8 years as well, and I would really like to make it a intergenerational project.
Yes, I could totally see that. I taught school as well, and I'm sitting here thinking, man, this would be wonderful to bring into the classroom. I feel like the kinder first, second, they would just like eat this up. They would love it. I can just imagine you coming into the classroom with your baritone ukulele and busting it out and singing all these songs and having this amazing artwork. I think that is a hit, and I think once you have this, that every school would be lucky to have you. And speaking of playing your baritone uke, we are excited that you are going to be playing a song live for us tonight. It's called House Arrest. And before you play it, can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration for the song?
Oh, well, taking a break from writing the children's songs, I thought about us grown-ups. And so this is a little song that I wrote about right around week 6, right before we were able to go out again.
Yes.
Called House Arrest, because that's what it felt like. And so if you don't mind, you want me to sing it for you? I'll play it on my little.
Yes, we do. Ladies and gentlemen and folks of all kinds, here is Connie Brannock and House Arrest.
All right. Locked up in my own house, no one's ringing my bell. The Ouija board's telling me secrets I got no one to tell. Here I am pacing back and forth from room to room. I don't know about you, but I'm damn tired of talking on Zoom. Talking about house arrest. We're all on house arrest. We're all in this together. Ain't this a daggone mess, huh? Looking out my window from morning till night. My favorite PJs are getting way too tight. It's been 6 weeks of binge watching Hulu and Prime. I started drinking whiskey cause I done run out of wine. Talking about house arrest. Woo! We're all on house arrest. We're all in this together. Well, ain't this a big old mess? My grandkids at the house just about every day. They all going to school online. What can I say? That Google Classroom looks like good old Hollywood Square. But instead of smiling faces, all I see is a lot of bad hair. Talking about house arrest. Ooh. We're all on house arrest. But we're all in this together. Oh, ain't this a mess? Now right here, there's a solo when I recorded by a little 16-year-old named Lorenzo Levy. But he's not here right now, so I'm just gonna go right on to the last verse. When I go out shopping, I put on my homemade mask. Feels like I'm wearing a diaper, and my face is a tiny ass. Talking about house arrest. Woo! We're all on house arrest. But we're all in this together. Yes, we are. Ain't this a mess? Woo! We're all on house arrest. Sing it with me now. We're all on house arrest. I said house
arrest.
Yes! That was great.
House arrest.
I know. It is catchy. I mean, you got me over here going, I want to play along. Here we go. Yeah, no, I wouldn't sound as good as you.
Now, Krystal Stark, I have to tell the other Krystal a secret.
Oh.
I like secrets.
Do you know that Krystal has given me vocal lessons? She is the best teacher I've ever studied with. That's all I want to say.
Oh,
She helped me in one lesson with my breathing. So
It's true. It's true. She is a pro. And I tell her every single time we do a recap for the show, I'm like, you need to sing more during the show. I'm just saying. You need to let everybody hear your voice more.
And I'm like, everybody's tired of hearing me sing.
No.
Hear Connie.
Everybody exhale, exhale.
Yes.
Exhale.
Christine on Facebook, she said, so great. Thank you, Connie. That was amazing.
It really was.
And relatable. Diaper on my face. Come on.
It was great. I loved it. Super, super catchy. I'm singing that all night. I'm being the jacuzzi like, house arrest.
Yes.
Yes.
100%. It is life now. We also know that you just released some new music. Your Last Call EP released back in August, and your latest single, which is called I Love Basketball, it was just released. You can see the single cover there on the left side of the screen. I am actually the in-game host for the University of Arizona's women's basketball team. So when I heard this song, I related to it in so many ways because last year was 2019, right before the pandemic hit, was the first year that I got to do this. And I'm not from Tucson. I am born and raised in Colorado. But the one thing I love about this city is their dedication and their love for the University of Arizona. And this women's basketball team is so special. I love Adia. She literally is my best friend in my head. You know what I mean? So the fact that I was asked to be the in-game host and that I've really gotten to see the culture of that program and how Adia honestly runs it like it's a family. When Krystal told me you had a song for the women's basketball team, I was like, I'm sorry, what? I would like to download this. Can you tell me more? So let's talk about this. Your song, I Love Basketball. Do you play basketball? Do you just love the program? Tell us more.
All of the above. And I do want to give a shout out to the young lady who did the artwork. Her name is Krista Essay.
Looks great.
She did a beautiful job with it.
Yes, it looks great.
Krista, yes. Well, I grew up playing basketball, and I grew up during I was the first, my class was the first class to go to the all-black high school. So I grew up during the race riots, forced integration, and I fell in love with African-American culture. And the way that I really connected initially, before I learned the music of that community, when they embraced me as a basketball player, that came first, was in fact, my nickname was Broad Daylight. But we had an outstanding basketball program, and not because my senior year, we had the Minoki twins and the Smith sisters, and we won every game we played that year. I mean, we had such a good team. I was good at passing the ball, but the twins could chase anything down, and they confused the heck out of the other team because they look exactly alike. And the Smith sisters were Alicia was 5'11", and Cynthia was one of the best athletes I've ever seen. If Adia could have recruited her, she's got a 36-inch vertical leap, fadeaway jump shot. We were scoring 70-some points a game in 1951, 2, and 3. Thanks to her walk-up. And she was the first woman to coach junior college men's basketball.
Wow.
So, and she's the woman that my coach really instilled in me the importance of humility and hard work, because I was I got a little bit cocky when I made the team as a freshman. I was the first freshman ever to make the varsity basketball team.
Wow.
Oh no, listen to this. I got so full of myself because of that. Coach took care of that real quick, and I didn't make it my sophomore year.
Ooh.
So I had to work. I mean, believe me, ever since that time, I have never, ever, ever, I have tried to keep this part of my body as far away from this part of my body as possible.
I like that.
It's a good lesson.
Yes, it is.
I love it.
So
I was
anyway,
looked at in basketball as the enforcer. They put me in to foul. That's it. Hey, we need you to foul 47. Can you come in and foul her? And when you're done, we'll put you back on the bench.
That's important. That's an important role.
Yes, I agree.
Needed. Yes. Yeah, and I coached middle school basketball for a couple of years, and I'm so excited to see women's sport when I open I have an ESPN app on my phone. I'm a jock. When I open it up, there's women's basketball on it now.
Wow.
It's so nice that you see it and the headlines are in the feed, and it excites me to see women's tennis be so prominent. Just women getting recognition. It's really our time.
I love it.
It is.
It's when you were talking about Amanda Gorman, it's our time. I mean, when I leave, I'm leaving this planet in good hands with y'all.
Yes.
With kids.
And I want people to listen to what she's saying, because I don't want to get all crazy feminist on you, but it's right. And I'm saying it with my chest. And so is she. And so is she. It is our time.
It is.
It is. It really is.
And lucky for you, we're nice. We just handle business.
We can the other one if you want, but we don't. But I feel like I would love to hear this I Love Basketball.
You ready?
Yes.
All right,
and
let's give you a little clip.
Connie's latest single.
I love basketball. Can play 2-on-2, a 1-on-1, a 4-on-5. Let's get it done. Show me your trick and tell it. Keep that ball alive. First comes Connie, you know the piece. Lady Cat speed, calling in the Sweet 16. I love basketball. basketball.
Basketball.
I love basketball.
That is Connie Brannock's latest single, I Love Basketball. It is streaming and available on all available streaming platforms. That's iTunes.
That song can get stuck in your head. I'm
Amazon.
just saying that's
It
a
can.
very catchy,
Yes.
very fun, very chill song.
I feel
Love
like we're going to
this
be
one.
hearing it more and more, especially. It's so great. So that single is available everywhere, as well as Connie's latest EP called Last Call on all streaming platforms, as well as Bandcamp. You can download it on there as well.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yes, Connie, thank you so much for being on our show. And you have some performances
Oh,
coming
Krystal,
up.
we can't hear you that good. I don't know. We can't hear you.
Hello? Really?
Connie, can we hear you? Oh, there we go. We got it. I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
That was
All right.
me. User error.
No problem. Because Connie has some great shows coming up. If you want to see her live, she has 2 chances coming up in the next 2 weeks. On January 23rd, these are both Saturdays. So this coming Saturday at St. Philip's Plaza from 6 to 9 p.m., she will be there with her band, Little House of Funk, doing all the Cactus Country and everything you want to hear. And then also the following Saturday on January 30th, she'll be at Catalina Craft Pizza from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the cool thing about both of these is that they are streamable online. If you go to Connie's website, ConnieBrannockBand.com, there'll be a link for you to watch these shows live. So make sure you check both of those out. Connie, thank you so much for being here on our show today. We hope you had a good time.
I really did. I was just thrilled to be here with you, and I enjoyed the entire show from beginning to end.
Yay!
And I loved all of it. I think it's a wonderful thing, a wonderful service that you're providing. Very entertaining. You two work so well together, and you're both
Thanks.
Aw, you're awesome.
Yay!
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Connie. We'll have you back anytime. Anytime you want to debut any more new music, we are here for you. Thank you, Connie.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. And again, if you want more information on Connie, go to ConnieBrannockBand.com or find her on Instagram at Connie Brannock Music. You can also call her at 520-339-3494 to see what she is up to. Oh my goodness, this has been such a fantastic show.